On the 85th day, something pulled back. The line snapped tight, the boat lurched forward, and suddenly, this old fisherman was no longer alone in the ocean. What he hooked that morning would drag him for 3 days, test his pride, tear his hands open, and summon something far worse than the sea itself. This is the story of a man who went too far and refused to let go. For 84 days, the old fisherman, Santiago, had returned to shore with an empty skiff. 84 days. In the small village where he lived, such a streak was not merely bad luck, it was a curse. Salao, they called it, the worst form of unluckiness. His once loyal apprentice, the young boy Manolin, had been forbidden by his parents to fish with the old man, forced instead to join a luckier boat. Manolin, you'll go out far tomorrow, won't you, Santiago? Santiago, as far as I need to, my boy, as far as I need to.
Not a single fish.
But Manolin remained his truest friend, bringing him food, discussing baseball, and offering a silent, unwavering belief in the old man. Manolin knew what many others had forgotten, that Santiago was still a fisherman, a master of his craft, even if the fish had temporarily forgotten him. On the 85th day, Santiago resolved to break the curse. He would go further than any had gone before, beyond the familiar currents, past the other boats, into the deep waters where the great fish roamed. He would pit his lifetime of knowledge, his strength, and his unwavering will against the vast indifference of the sea. He set his lines with care, each sardine a small offering to the mysterious depths. Hours passed. The sun climbed higher. The vastness of the ocean enveloped him, a world of blue and silence. For a man who had spent his life entwined with the sea, this solitude was not loneliness, but a profound communion. He spoke aloud to himself, to the birds, to the fish, an endless internal monologue that kept the vastness at bay. Then it came, a strike, not a nibble but a force, raw and immense, that threatened to tear the line from his hands. It was no ordinary fish. This was a giant. A marlin of unimaginable size had taken his bait. And so began a battle, not just between man and fish, but between two ancient forces, two titans of their respective worlds. The marlin did not surface, it pulled. With a relentless, terrifying power, it dragged Santiago and his small skiff further and further into the open sea. Day turned into night. Santiago, alone, sleep-deprived and aching, clung to the line, the rough hemp digging into his flesh. He spoke to the fish, not as an enemy, but as a brother, a worthy adversary. He felt a profound respect, even love, for the creature that tested him to his very limits. Santiago, fish, I'll stay with you until I am done. For 2 days and 2 nights, the titanic struggle continued. The fish, immense and magnificent, pulled Santiago's skiff across the ocean. Santiago, enduring hunger, thirst, and the relentless sun, battled his own body as much as the marlin. His hands were mangled, his back a torment, his spirit pushed to the very brink of despair. He saw the marlin for the first time, a creature of impossible beauty and power, longer than his skiff, shimmering with the colors of the ocean. A surge of admiration, even love washed over him, deepening the weight of his task. But his resolve did not falter. He was born to be a fisherman. This was his purpose. Every pull, every breath, every muscle strained, he talked to the fish, encouraging it, apologizing to it, knowing that in defeating it, he was also claiming a victory for himself, for his dignity. Finally, with a monumental effort, he brought the great fish alongside his boat. With the last reserve of his strength, he struck. The victory was his, but the journey was far from over. As Santiago began his arduous journey home, a new enemy emerged from the depths, the sharks. Drawn by the blood of the magnificent marlin, they came, relentless and ravenous. He fought them with every fiber of his being, with a harpoon that had claimed his prize, then with a knife, then with clubs fashioned from his oars. Each battle was a fresh torment, a tearing away not just of the fish, but of his hard-won triumph. He killed many, but there were always more. The ocean, which had given him his challenge, now sought to strip him of his prize. By the time he reached the shallows, only the majestic skeleton remained, the head and spine, a testament to its former glory. The old man, utterly broken, had nothing left but the bones and the memory of the struggle. He drifted into the harbor in the dark of night, the skeletal remains of the great fish lashed to his skiff. In the morning, the other fishermen gathered, humbled by the immense size of the bones. The whispers of Salao were gone, replaced by awe and respect. Santiago had proven himself, not to them, but to himself and to the sea. Manolin, his faithful apprentice, found him, weeping at the sight of the old man's exhaustion and the ruined fish. He tended to him, pledging to return to fish with Santiago to learn from him once more. Santiago, finally home, fell into a deep, dreamless sleep, and in his sleep, he dreamed of lions, young lions, playing on a golden beach in Africa, a symbol of youth, strength, and an untamed spirit, a dream of peace after a battle of monumental scale. Santiago's journey was not a story of what was gained, but of what was endured. It was a testament to the power of human spirit against overwhelming odds. A quiet dignity found in the struggle itself, a reminder that sometimes a man can be destroyed, but not defeated. And in the vast, endless ocean, the old man and the sea will forever remain entwined.